Ah, what the fuck? Hey, welcome to the channel. Today I'm about to check out Tier Zoo or Giraffes OP. Yes, I'm aware this is a video that released prior to that, so I'm just doing this so I can catch up, just in case there are gonna be sneak peeks in the next one that I'm gonna check out. So yeah, if I seem a little woozy, dizzy, this, that, the third, sleepy, I haven't slept in like 4 days, or well, 5 days, but technically I didn't have good amount of sleep, so I wouldn't mind subtracting it down to 3 to 4 days. What Yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm trying to like stay awake and be energetic because I've been just doing shit back to back. But yeah, man, with that said, if you enjoyed the video, hopefully I react to like what, 5 more videos today, and then I'll just drop them when I feel like. So yeah, with that said, man, if you enjoyed the vid, like, comment, share, subscribe, let me know which video to check out. I'm gonna do so, but for now, let's hop into it and let's see if giraffes are really OP. So yeah. Yeah, to be fair, bro, the kicks are devastating, bro. And like, don't they also like use like their heads, well, necks,
The Africa
to
server
fight?
is full
I
of
don't know.
extremes. You've got the most powerful builds in the game,
Yes,
including
sir.
the largest terrestrial build in the entire game currently. But while the African bush elephant may indeed be the largest, it isn't the tallest. That title goes to the subject of today's video, the giraffe. But is being the tallest build in the game actually that effective of a strategy? How does it play out in practice? And what abilities did the giraffe spec into in order to compound its innate advantages?
Can they
The
handle
giraffe's
PvP?
extreme
That's
height
crazy.
grants it several benefits. The first of these is how it completely changes the dynamics regarding the game's stealth mechanics. So, most top predators in the African savanna opt for the ambush strategy to get within striking range of their targets.
Okay.
They tend to rely on a combination of innate camouflage and use of natural cover to evade detection, while closing most of the distance, breaking from cover only at the last possible second. when they believe they
But
can
let me
close the
guess,
remaining
he's gonna say something like, well, giraffes are built in with like what, anti-stealth mechanism. Bro, my vocabulary is disappearing. I need some sleep, but will I get it? Probably not.
Before the target has a chance to react. This strategy is almost completely useless against the giraffe,
Yeah.
because the stealth benefit from natural cover,
Gets
things
nerfed,
like tall grass
nullified.
and bushes, is entirely negated when viewed from a high vantage point.
Negated,
While
of course.
staying low to the ground may obscure your character from the perspective of something like a gazelle or zebra, to a giraffe you are completely exposed and your approach was seen coming from quite a ways off.
Yeah.
The second main benefit granted to the giraffe via its height is a bonus to its defense. Because the giraffe's hurt box is elevated significantly off the ground, it's extremely difficult for most players to land a hit on the giraffe's vitals. In fact, for literally every relevant
The
threat in
kick
the
that's
African
about to
meta,
connect
landing a
is
strike on
mental.
the giraffe's weak point requires either a risky jump strike or an ambush from an elevated position, neither of which are very efficient strategies, with the jump strike in particular being easily punishable by any of
Damn!
Speaking of,
Damn!
let's take a look at what those are. The giraffe's reach not only keeps its own vitals out of attack range, but also makes it very easy for a giraffe main to land their own attacks.
See, this is when the males are cold, right? That's when, like, cause shit gets real.
Kick, dealing moderate damage to any target that dares enter the giraffe's zone of control. However, when the giraffe really needs to deal some damage, it resorts to its signature move, the ossicone bash.
Yeah.
The giraffe swings its neck in a wide arc.
Yep, called
with
it.
the intent to connect with the horn-like protrusions on its skull, called ossicones. Connecting with this attack means pretty much instant game over for any player it hits, unless they have an extremely large health pool, such as another giraffe. However, it is a bit more risky to just throw this move out, considering that
but
it puts your
like,
normally out of reach weak point in a potentially vulnerable position,
but like, hello.
and also deals a little recoil damage with each use as well.
Damn.
And if an attacking player does manage to dodge the first swing and
Okay, so the kudu has hands. The kudu, yes, the fucking kudu you can see by the straps at the side and yada yada yada. Oh shit, bro, a kudu was able to take down a giraffe. That's crazy. What was I finna say? Yeah, that is effective, but how effective is that attack to creatures or animals or predators? That's the term I was looking for. That are like below, that are from below, because yeah, that's a good aerial attack, aerial form of defense, but like, how low can that neck really go? Pause, if that's pause. But you know what I'm saying? It's just Like, look at this. You got put into submission by Inguru. It's mental.
Using this move becomes much more difficult, since the close range hitbox is a bit of a sour spot. But still, the mere threat of this move is enough to dissuade most attacks, to the point that most Predator players won't even bother with a high-level giraffe.
Jesus.
Low-level giraffe mains are a lot more vulnerable, and this is where the efficacy of the giraffe's reach and height is really put to the test. Upon spawning in, the giraffe is pretty much helpless. It doesn't have the height advantage on its opponents yet, but because of its slender, lanky shape, it has disadvantage on all saving throws when being grappled or knocked prone. And so it's the job of the higher level giraffe players to complete the long, arduous escort mission of protecting the newborn giraffe as it matures. Now, because the giraffe's attack range is so broad, it is able to guard a wide area and pressure a counterattack on any player that would dare target the newborn. However, because the giraffe does not possess any AoE attacks, defending against multiple opponents at once can be quite challenging, often necessitating that a newborn tank a few hits as the mother takes one attacker at a time. Now, despite having not leveled up at all, the giraffe starts with a pretty generous amount of HP, but even so, it's not uncommon for the escort mission to fail. And with a respawn time of 15 months, this is certainly one of the most frustrating aspects of giraffe gameplay. Next, let's talk about individual matchups. First, we have
the game's the game, unfortunately.
Anyway, on a serious note, first we have the leopard. Now, the leopard is one of the most interesting matchups because of its ability
Damn, bro,
to
they
climb
really
and
did the
attack
cheater
from a high
dirty,
vantage
bro.
point.
So,
Leopard players have been known to use their ability to
but
climb
hold
as
up, no disrespect to leopards, they are my favorite cats. I've said this on different videos. I'm not sure if I have, but like they are my favorite. Leopards are my favorite animals, and then in second is the jaguar. I've noticed I have a thing for panthers, but yeah, it is what it is. But I've never really seen or heard of leopards like ever going for giraffes like that. Huh. Okay.
It's because of its ability to climb and attack from a high vantage point. Leopard players have been known to use their ability to climb as part of their ambush strategy, pouncing on their target from above.
Yes, sir,
this
but
could
like
mean it's the only predator in the game with an honest shot at landing a surprise crit against the giraffe. But in all honesty, this would be an insanely risky strategy.
Yeah.
And since leopards hunt alone, there's really not much reason to try and take down such large prey, when they can survive just fine off of the standard diet of antelope and deer.
Bro, the
Still,
dialogue
against
is
a lower level
crazy.
giraffe, I could see this strategy working pretty well,
Easily.
if no allies were around to rescue it.
Yeah.
But since leopards kill slowly by strangling their target with their bite, this gives the giraffe's party members a lot of time to react and respond accordingly. This is similar to the issue lions have in their matchup against giraffes. Compared to some of the other potential threats, a lion can't actually deal that much damage on its own to a giraffe. Even against a low-level giraffe player, it's unlikely they could take it out in a single attack, leading to the same issue as a leopard, where the giraffe's teammates would be able to rescue it. However, because lions do cooperate, together it is possible for a pride of lion to bring down even a large
It is possible, I've seen it
but
happen.
not without serious risk to the attackers.
Yeah,
And
unfortunately.
since lions typically close in on their targets by staying low to the ground and moving slowly,
That will be
the giraffe's
problematic.
height is perfectly suited to detecting their approach and escaping before they're in any real danger. So lions taking down giraffes does happen, but it's exceptionally rare. The rhino is an interesting matchup.
Oh, so it's gonna
Obviously,
be the
giraffes and
elephants.
rhinos
Oh,
have
that's
no
up there.
real reason to attack each other, but due to the rhino's poor eyesight, it tends to perceive most players that come near it.
Damn! Hold yourself.
Not usually able to reach the giraffe's weak point, so as long as it can avoid getting knocked over,
Damn, I felt
giraffes
that
tend
hole,
to do
bro.
just fine in this matchup. Despite the incredible range of a rhinoceros's horn, the giraffe's kick can still outrange it, and although rhinos are quite tanky, a good kick to the face is usually enough to dissuade further attacks. An important matchup I want to discuss is the hyena. Now, because they can't really jump, hyenas don't have anywhere near the vertical threat range
Oh
that
yeah, they're
lions and leopards
GG's.
do.
They're
So
whole.
attacking an adult giraffe is pretty much out of the question.
Yeah.
However, instead of this
Who's
increased
laughing
agility,
now?
hyenas have a much more powerful bite. Rather than requiring a critical hit, a hyena can crack bone with a single bite anywhere on the target, which can immediately disable their prey and make rescue attempts futile. This is particularly effective against players who rely on their teammates for protection, as even if an ally does step in to fight off the attackers, oftentimes it's simply too late and the damage has already been done. Eventually the teammates will move on and the hyenas will be able to close out the kill. Lastly, I don't think it's any real surprise to see that giraffes still have to respect the space of an elephant. Elephants are tall enough to gore a giraffe with their powerful tusks, so if there's ever a territorial dispute between an elephant and a giraffe, the elephant always wins. Thankfully for a giraffe, its longer legs grant it a faster run speed. So, while elephants do pose a serious threat, this hardly ever actually results in direct damage. In fact, by and large, rather than competing with other herbivores for the best resources, the giraffe's unique access to treetops means that it actually makes a lot of sense for other herbivores to tolerate or even appreciate the presence of a giraffe.
Fair enough.
They aren't taking away any food that they would have accessed anyway, and could also serve as an early warning system if they see predators coming. So, while they're definitely not the most overpowered, they're certainly up there, near untouchable for the vast majority of their play,
bro, this shit
and a
is
fairly
dreadful.
protection in the early game. I'd put them in solid A tier. In fact, it's somewhat strange that other herbivore players haven't started speccing into similar height advantages to gain the same survival perks as the
don't
giraffe.
worry, bro. They will get their buff
in
the next
meta, which is weird because historically,
in the next
treetop
resets,
grazer giant type build has been extremely successful. Giant long-necked rhinoceros reigned supreme during the Oligocene. And before that, we saw this strategy absolutely dominate during the Mesozoic in the form of the sauropod dinosaur. So why only the giraffe in today's meta? There are a few theories on this, but that's beyond the scope of this video. In terms of strategy and playstyle, the closest thing we have today is probably the camel. But surprisingly, the giraffe is not that closely related to camels. The giraffe only has two close relatives in the current meta. The first is the okapi, a strange build that functions as sort of a middle ground between deer and giraffes.
Right?
And the second is one
I guess they have footage,
nobody would expect, the pronghorn, which is completely different than the giraffe in both stature and location. Both the okapi and giraffe are only playable on the Africa server. But to find the pronghorn, you need to travel all the way to the North America server. The pronghorn deserves an entire video to itself, since it's such a fascinating build with an extremely distinct strategy from everything else.
I was wondering, its horns looks like ones of a beetle, if that makes sense, but like at the same time, imagine liking beetles, because it's just low-key out of the question. It is what it is, isn't it?
On the American server. And guess what? That video, it already exists. You can watch it right now, a month before everyone else, by subscribing to Nebula, a streaming service owned and operated by and for creators like me. Nebula has kindly sponsored this video, and by subscribing to Nebula, you can get access.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I got into that. I walked into this video thinking that, are giraffes really OP? I didn't say anything at the beginning because yeah, they're, in my opinion, they're really good, really strong. But then I've seen a lot of videos of them getting taken down. But now that I think about, no, they're not OP. It's a really good build. But it's just the issue of the kids, bro. The kids, once they're hold. Like, that's just, I feel like it's one of its main downfalls. One of its flaws one of the flaws that will cause its downfall. Fuck, what, bro? My brain is jamming right now, real quick. But yeah, that's essentially what I was gonna say. It's a good build, I guess. It has a good counter to stealth. I'm not sure about nighttime. Of course, that's when people get holed. But essentially, if you're not a pride of lions, you're effed. But you still have a good chance of fending them off. But if you're approaching a herd of elephants, if I'm not mistaken, or just even a singular elephant, you're effed because it has greater power, greater weapons. It's not even a fair matchup. There's no debate. It's just, you're effed. But yeah, it's a good build. But unfortunately, the kids, they just hold you back. So fuck them kids. So yeah. With that said, if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know which other video to check out next, and I'm gonna do so. But for now, I'm gonna see you guys when I see you guys. So, see ya.